I be famous?
Earlier, I'm gonna have to do this somewhat flawless face whatever thing again because I used my jean as a base before. Yeah, it adds one more step, but it kind of covers stuff up, whereas you don't have to use concealer all that much. Yeah, I'll explain all that good stuff later. 626G and V16. V16 is here, along with my dark powder. I'm gonna show you what the dark powder looks like. Like, yeah. And for, you know, for contouring, woo woo, I have some of the burgundy up here on my hairline. That same burgundy shadow, I have it up there. Did I show you guys what that looks like? Anyway, that's that one right there. Okay, so I don't really have anything on my cheeks. I just did whatever is left over and all the other kind of stuff. Yes, this is gonna go over, so it may be in 2 parts, whatever, but I'm still gonna explain what I did. Okay, but yes, the 626G is all over my face. I don't take the stick and just go anymore. I just kind of take the brush and swipe it across, woo, and do that. And like I said, the V16 is my contour, so it's here. And after going through all of that and powdering it down with the dark powder right there, because I have this little thing here I can't seem to get rid of no matter how much I exercise, which really pisses me off. Okay, then I put my cornstarch on all over to seal everything, make it, you know, well, yes, I know you can still see the shine, but that's not oil. That's just what the light reflects and bounces off of whatever particles, you know, cornstarch has in it or whatever. So that's it's just a glow. It's not oil. There's a difference. And I do have a video on it. The only thing is I have to edit it. I have not uploaded it yet and all that other kind of stuff like that. So when I edit it finally or whatever, you guys will see what that's about, or I'll reintroduce the whole thing in a new video so I can include this little gem, or any liquid for that matter, that you can use as an underbase, whereas your basic steps are, you know, cleansing and toning and moisturizing. Once you moisturize and let that set in, you stick your primer on, and then you stick on your foundation, and then you powder it down and whatever. And depending on what you're going to do on your eyes, if you're using light colors and you have to worry about fallout, so you can do your face first. If you're worried about fallout and you don't know exactly what to do with all that mess, you put your dark stuff on, and then you put on your foundation. Woo woo. Okay, so with that said, the way that I want to show you how to do the other thing in order to get the what I call somewhat flawless face, because it's not completely flawless, it's just somewhat, thus the name. Yes. Anyway, what I would do then is cleanse and tone. Well, it's kind of like cleanse twice, tone, moisturize. That's only just to make sure that my face is really, really clean. But the cleansing twice, you know, one to get the dirt off, the two to, you know, the second time is to cleanse it really good all over again. The first person that ever brought this up was Josh Petrilou. He talked about it, and yeah, I understand all about all that stuff. It's kind of like when you wash your hair, if it's, you know, really kind of dirty and so on and so forth. You notice you put your shampoo on and it doesn't quite lather up. Well, you know, it's just taking off that first, you know, it's taking off that first layer of the oil and the products and all that kind of stuff like that. So it's still a little bit weighed down. Then you rinse all of that mess out, and then you take and you shampoo again, and it starts to lather up. Well, that means that you have cleaned most of the crap that's going on. So you got a better chance of cleaning a little bit better with that. Now, if you want to shampoo a third time, then that's up to you. But usually 2 is pretty good for that. When you're dealing with a relaxer, it's a whole nother matter. Whatever. So, yeah. But after, you know, moisturizer, let that sit in, put your primer on, and so on and so forth. If you're not using like a super full coverage foundation, which is full coverage is what I look for in just about everything, but if I can't get it, this is what I do. I take any liquid foundation that I have, and usually I say any as in just any liquid, but normally matches my skin tone. Now it might be a little thin, but just so I don't have to, you know, I really don't have to worry about building it up or anything like that. I'm just using it as a base. So take it, go ahead and you put it on the normal way you put everything on, woo woo. Then you go in for your fuller coverage right after it. And that's what I do. And instead of taking the stick and going, yeah, all over my face and blending it in, I just take my brush, swipe both ways, whoop, whoop, and start putting it on. And after I finish going through all of that, this does not have blush on it. I just take, yes, it's dirty, but it'll be cleaned. And I take this and I swirl it around and I buff out all of the lines and all the other kind of stuff. And then after a while, it looks slightly airbrushed. Yay! So after that's done, then I go back in with contouring this part right here with my darker foundation. Swirl, 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 blend it in. And then I go in with my dark powder here. Swirl, 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 blend that in. And I take and I'm either going to brush this on or I'll press it into my face. One of the two. So after I've done all that good stuff, then you can go into all of your little contouring and all this other whatnot you want to do. And then you do your little eye stuff and whatnot. Now these colors, this color right here is because I wet it, I didn't have to worry about fallout. Burgundy, on the other hand, I did have to worry about some fallout, so I did all of that good stuff. I did my eyes first and then everything else. And yes, I have on about 3 coats of mascara. Blast is what I'm wearing in very black. But I put my clear on first. So, yeah, that's it. That's all I did to my face. Like I said, I have the wedding thing that I want to try to do. And I'm trying to think. That rainbow thing is not working out like I wanted it to. I did it earlier today and it wasn't anything like the first one I did for some strange reason. Unless it's something, it's a look or something that I'm putting on my face every day, which I really don't have an everyday routine. It's just whatever colors are in front of me, I go for what I know. You know, unless I'm going somewhere and I plan a look, fantastic. But other than that, I very rarely repeat looks. So it's hard for me to try to recreate them. Even when I write them down, it's like, what did I do? I have to rack my brain trying to remember exactly what it is that I did to make it look such and such a way. And I don't even remember writing what I did down because, one, I didn't like it. But, oh well. So, we're going to try to get through that one and recreate that. I'll try to recreate that one the best I can. You know, that's the same one where, you know, girlfriend decided she wanted to laugh at me and I didn't think anything was funny. That's that. So, yeah. The first color, I will say this though, the first color I did have on my lip was this. Now, it kind of resembles the Miss Dynamite Dazzle Glass, and the one thing I do like about the Sally Hansen, 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna get the doe foot applicator. It's not one of the cheapest things on the market at all. The only thing that has a really funky applicator is these little pots. But I figure there's always ways that you can get around that kind of stuff. When I figure it out, I'll let you know. The only thing that they have a doe foot on are these. These the brightening ones, the brightening lip glosses, the brightening lip treatments or whatever. Those are the only ones that I have in my possession that have the doe foot. But the diamond treatments that they don't do anymore, which I miss, and they have the 12-hour things. They got the Lipnotic gem glosses. These guys, I don't know about the plumper. I think the plumper is a doe foot, if you can still find it. And if you can still find these, I haven't seen these anywhere lately. But if you can still find these, now these have that other little funky little applicator. I can't tell you how precise it is, because normally I use a lip brush still. But anyway, yeah. Those little soft tubes. I love those colors. I still don't have all of them, but I love those colors anyway. And yeah. But for an inexpensive gloss that doesn't, that has a, this is a nice inexpensive gloss that actually has a brush. For all you guys out there that like, you know what I mean by guys. But for all you that like your brushes instead of the doe foot, check these out. They're not going to cost you seriously, I don't think they're gonna cost you more than $5, $6 at the most. So it's something worth checking out. I like them. Shine is incredible. Tighten up on my lip. But yeah, I gotta do something about my lighting. My lighting is driving me crazy. Now, tell you the truth, yeah, it has a
Sexy ladies extra long up, cause we gotta beat that bounce, we gotta beat that pound, we gotta beat that 808, that boom boom in your town.